Hi guys, good morning. So this is the pin board or bulletin board that I poured last night, and it dried nicely, and I can see that even though it might have had varnish on it, the paint really adhered. So, and what I did last night is I let it dry standing up like this. So the paint ran a bit, it's kind of a cool effect, but it's pretty boring. So I'm actually going to pour over it. Now that I know there's a nice, sort of like a primer, bright primer, I'm going to pour over it. And what I'm using, I did a hybrid of paints, mostly Winsor Newton. This is cadmium yellow, medium, but I didn't put hardly any in the Floetrol, so it's kind of a buttery color. Actually, I just found a lump, so it's about to get darker. And then I did a hybrid on a couple. So this was Winsor Blue from Winsor Newton, and then I added Aquamarine Blue from Vallejo Fluid Acrylics. So we'll see if those play nicely together. And then this is Winsor Newton Permanent Green Light mixed with the cadmium yellow medium. So it gives us a nice bright yellowish green color. This is Cadmium Orange from Winsor Newton, just with Floetrol, and the amount of water I put in each cup was maybe half a teaspoon, if that. And this is also a hybrid of Crimson from Winsor Newton, and then I added 3 drops of Napthol Red Light from Vallejo Fluid Acrylics. And then this is Titanium White from Winsor Newton. So what I'm going to do is try and get cells, and then I'm also going to try and pour within the frame so that the wooden frame on this is just going to be this color, and then there will be a bright sunny center. And again, I'm picturing this for a kid's room, so I'm trying to go for a kid-friendly kind of a theme. And I'm adding, let's see, that's flowing okay. I'm going to add 3 drops of Treadmill Silicone to each cup, except for the white. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then none in the white, and then give each one a good stir. And since I want this to be on here pretty thin, I'm going to, I think I'm going to actually make several little cups to pour out of. Let me get some gloves. And I'm using these bright colors because I've done several pours. Let me show you some of these. When I finished them, I used a lot of white and a lot of titanium buff or unbleached titanium. And when they were wet, they were pretty light, but they dried so dark. So I'm trying to go for let's see, here's another one. This white was really white and light, and dried super dark, which is okay. But for a kid's room, I really would like a nice bright palette. So, and a lot of cells. I hope to get a lot of cells today. I'm going to start with the yellow in each cup. And then blue. Green. Then pouring from maybe 3-4 inches above each cup. A little mixing, but I don't want mud. And then we'll see what this nice dark pink color does to the whole mix. I have high hopes. And a little white. And I'm going to save a little of the white to pour in the 4 corners because I really don't want to pour off the edge of this, so I'm going to try and keep it all within the bounds of the frame. Orange. I love the way pink and orange look next to each other. Oh, the blue's getting chunky. Dang it. So maybe we'll set the blue aside and just go for the rest with these kind of light colors. Oh, chunks of green too, dang it. I'm gonna add the rest of the yellow. Shoot. I'm gonna see if I can fish. Nope, I can't. And finish off with a lot of pink. Let me make sure there's no chunks in this. And then just a little more white on top. So these are full, full, full. And then what I'm going to do is pour a little bit of white in each corner. Just so that I don't have to tilt too much into the corners. Okay, let's go. Get all those out of the way. And I'm going to do this kind of fast. Put that there. There. And pour from this end. And then I'm going to, let's get rid of all that paint. And then tilt like crazy. So what's happening here is the white is tilting off the edge. That's not what I wanted to happen. So let me So this is one of those ones, it's not that big, but you really got to keep your eyes on every corner so that it does what you want it to do. Okay. I think we'll hold on to some nice cells here in the middle, I hope. Oh, it is tilting off the edge. So if I were going to do this again, I would pour right around the edges. And then work towards the center, I think. Okay. It's easier for me to see if it's tilted away from me. Hope you guys can still see that. Okay. Just one more second of tilting. And despite all this tilting, I'm getting really cool cells. I'm just trying to make this white a little less white. Okay, now I'm going to grab a little spoon and remove all these chunks. I might end up tilting off the edges somewhat because I don't want it to be too soupy and not dry nicely. But before I do anything else, I'm going to torch. Lots of cells here. Ooh. So I'm torching from about 6 inches above the canvas, kind of low. Just warming the paint. Warming, warming, warming. Okay. Nice colors. And I'm just going to tilt this way just a little bit. this excess on the frame. While I can. Let's see. Okay, just a little bit over there. So this is much more fun and playful and psychedelic, and I suspect that over time as it dries, it'll just get more, it's going to end up being darker than I thought again. Even though I used nice bright colors, they kind of end up getting lost in the light bright yellow combines with the blue to make a mossy green. So I think this will be fun for a kid's room. And I'll bring you down so you can see some of the cool things. Look at that. That's so, I love those cells. And then over here you can see nice light, nice little lacing going on. And over here is kind of cool. Love that little bit of orange. Just a nice interplay of the colors. And then the overview is kind of, oh, well, there's a lot of glare from the window, but you can, I don't have any lights on in here right now. Pretty nice. I like it. I'll let you know how it dries. Probably going to be doing another video today. Thanks so much for watching, and happy pouring.